So there was a SAG-AFTRA merger meeting that happened this past Wednesday, and the turnout was remarkable. I mean, to see so many people there wanting to learn and educate and be informed, and to put this new political voice that our generation is finding in itself, you just feel the energy when you're in the room. Everybody's so eager. The speakers were remarkable. You know, it was put together so well. There's been so many people that have come before us that have been fighting for this, and there's going to be people that come after us. So right now we have the ability and the energy and the motivation to make change. So let's stop competition between two different unions and let's bring them together and just have one solid union. What do you think? If we do that, we have to vote yes on the ballot. The ballot comes out on February 27th, and we have basically to get it in by about March 26th. Get it in by March 26th to guarantee that it's going to be counted, because March 29th it'll be counted, and we'll find out that evening what happens. The last time this came up, it didn't pass by 2%, 600 votes. So I hope that that doesn't happen again. What's really good about this merger is the fact that some things are going to change in initiation fees and dues, but we're going to have a stronger ability to bargain. We're going to have a stronger voice, and it's going to be a lot more solid. So let's look down to some number crunching real quick. Write it on one side in permanent marker, and then you can flip it over for the camera. So our current base dues, this is kind of what you pay twice a year to the union. So if you're in AFTRA, you pay $127.80. If you're in SAG, $116. If you're in both unions, you currently pay $243.80. That's like base dues. And if SAG and AFTRA merge, it's going to be $198. It's a lot cheaper than being in both unions and paying both of those fees. Score. Your initiation dues, if you've been a part of AFTRA, $1,600. SAG is now $2,277. If you've joined both unions, it's $3,877. If SAG and AFTRA merge, that will go down to $3,000. Wonderful. I wish I would have been a part of that before we paid all the other money. So if you're part of one union, SAG or AFTRA, if they merge, you will be part of the union. You don't have to pay any. You won't have to pay any more fees. Now, if you've been SAG and AFTRA and they merge, we're not going to get any money back. That's okay. However, if you are a person that has been, maybe flying under the radar, working after jobs, and you've been meaning to join, or you haven't joined yet and you've kind of been getting by, it might be a good time to jump in. You're working, you have the money to produce, you're in demand, and you're needed in the union. We love that. We'd love for everybody to be a part of the union. So if you've been meaning to get a part of it, I would do it before the merger happens, or it's going to be a lot more money. Another couple things. Let's see, your health and retirement, your pensions. If you already have credits in that, while things are happening with the merge, if it happens, those won't be touched. As far as residuals as well, those are under certain contracts, and they have an expiration date. So no matter what happens with the merge, those contracts will go through their expiration date, and then when they expire, they'll be renegotiated. Let's look at this. For voting, when the ballots go out on the 27th, if you were in good standings with AFTRA or SAG, by January 30th, you'll get to vote. If not, you're not going to get to vote. But that doesn't mean that you can't help and still have a strong voice. You can still inform and educate and help people push for this voting yes. So when you get your ballot, vote yes, put it in the mail right away. For some reason you're out of town, make sure you get it in by March 26th so that it's counted. I'd say the last thing I just want to say is that let's also understand that this is a gamble. It's a gamble. But there's so many people that are fighting for this and want this to become, a tighter unit. We'd love for SAG and AFTRA to be together. So let's push for it. We don't know what talks are going to happen. We don't know what new things are going to be born, but we know that there's a lot of heart in the right place. So I think that's what we should go on. The last thing I want to say is how cool it is. How cool it is to be part of this political voice that's being born. Like, our generation is pushing. I mean, we're standing up. We're not dumb dancers that we get the reputation for. We're pushing forward for the future. We're trying to work for what people were building in the past, for what we can have, stability and the things that we deserve to have as part of our lives so we can be protected and taken care of. And then for the people that are coming after us, what could be better than that? Than leaving an imprint on this world of something that was substantial, full of love, and full of a great group of people who are rocking it out. Vote yes on the SAG-AFTRA merger, baby.